Extreme heat bearing down on communities across the globe this week. In the United States, heat alerts remain in place for more than 80 million people, mostly in the Northeast.
Imagine this. It's the middle of summer, the sun is blazing, and you hop into your car expecting a blast of icy cold air. But instead, your AC feels weak, warm, and disappointing. Most drivers instantly think something's broken and start stressing about expensive repairs. But here's the truth. Your AC probably isn't broken at all. It's just neglected. In today's video, I'm going to show you simple, proven tips and tricks that can literally make your car's AC blow twice as cold without replacing the system and without spending a dime at the mechanic. These are the same tips professionals use to get that Arctic-level chill back. And once you try them, you'll never suffer through a weak AC again. So buckle up. Hit that like button if you're ready to turn your car into a rolling icebox. And let's jump straight into the first tip. Tip number 1. Replace that dirty cabin air filter. Most people don't even know their car has a cabin air filter. But here's the deal. It's basically the lungs of your AC system. Every bit of air your AC pumps out has to pass through this filter first. Now imagine trying to breathe through a dust mask that's been sitting in your garage for years. Not fun, right? That's exactly what your AC is doing when the filter is clogged. Dust, pollen, dead bugs, you name it, it gets trapped in there. And the result? Your AC struggles to push out air, airflow drops by up to 30%, and instead of crisp cold air, you get a weak, wheezy breeze. The good news? Fixing this is ridiculously simple. Most cabin air filters cost less than a fast food meal, and swapping one out takes just a couple of minutes. No mechanic required. Pop it in and boom, you'll instantly notice stronger airflow, cleaner air inside your car, and much faster cooling. Manufacturers usually recommend replacing it every 12,000 to 15,000 miles or once a year. But let me tell you, if you live somewhere dusty or you've never changed it since owning your car, it's almost guaranteed that yours is overdue. Do this once and your AC will go from struggling to breathe to blowing ice cold like it's brand new again. Tip number 2. Vent out the heat before blasting your AC. Picture this. Your car's been sitting in the sun for half an hour. You open the door and it feels like stepping into a sauna. In just 30 minutes, your cabin can hit 140 degrees or more. That's hotter than some ovens preheat. Now here's what most people do. They crank the AC to max and hope for the best. But here's the problem. Your AC is immediately forced to fight against that insane heat. It's like trying to cool a boiling pot of water with a handful of ice cubes. The smarter move? Roll down your windows for just 30 to 60 seconds before turning on the AC. That quick blast of airflow lets all that trapped, superheated air escape. The cabin temp can drop by 20 to 30 degrees almost instantly. Now when you fire up the AC, it's starting from a much cooler baseline. Instead of struggling for 10 minutes just to make the air tolerable, your AC can cool the cabin 25 to 40% faster. Try this once and you'll never go back. It's such a simple habit, but it makes a massive difference in how quickly you feel that refreshing cold air. Think of it as giving your AC a head start instead of making it run a marathon from behind. By the way, if you're liking this video so far, don't forget to subscribe and share with us your experience down in the comments. We post Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. Now back to the video. Tip number 3. Don't use recirculation mode right away. Now most drivers see that little button with a looping arrow and think, that's gotta make my AC colder, right? Well, yes and no. Here's the truth. When you first get into a car that's been sitting in the sun, your cabin air is basically an oven, somewhere between 130 to 160 degrees. If you immediately turn on recirculation mode, your AC isn't pulling in fresh air, it's just taking that scorching hot air inside your car and cooling it over and over again. That's like trying to chill soup by blowing on it while it's still on the stove. It's going to take forever. Instead, here's the smart way. For the first 2 to 3 minutes, leave recirculation mode off. Let your AC draw in cooler outside air and push out all that trapped heat. Studies show this simple step can reduce cooling time by up to 40%. Imagine turning a 10-minute wait for cold air into just 6 minutes. That's the difference. Then, once the cabin feels reasonably cool, that's when you hit the recirculation button. Now your AC is reusing already chilled air keeping it trapped inside, and suddenly you've got that icy breeze you were waiting for. So remember, recirculation is powerful, but timing is everything. Use it too early, and you're just recooking hot air. Use it at the right moment, and your AC instantly feels twice as efficient. Tip number 4. Use recirculation mode after the cabin cools. This little button with a car and a looping arrow, it's one of the most underrated features of your AC system. And when you use it at the right time, it's a complete game changer. Here's why. Once you've vented out the hot air and the cabin feels reasonably cool, switching to recirculation mode tells your AC to stop pulling in hot outside air. Instead, it starts reusing the air that's already been chilled inside the car. Think of it like this. Imagine trying to cool a room with the AC on while leaving the front door wide open on a summer day. That's what running your AC without recirculation is like. It just keeps pulling in new hot air. But once you close that door, boom, the AC finally gets to work properly, and the temperature drops fast. According to the Society of Automotive Engineers, using recirculation mode correctly can improve AC efficiency by 20 to 30%. In some cars, this can bring the cabin temperature all the way down to 40 to 45 degrees. That's colder than most refrigerators. So here's the golden rule. Don't hit recirculation right away when the car is blazing hot. That just traps the heat inside. Instead, wait until the AC has flushed out the worst of the heat. Then switch it on, and you'll lock in that icy cold air while making your AC work way less hard. Once you start using this two-step process, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Tip number 5. Check and recharge your AC refrigerant. If your car's AC is blowing weak or slightly warm air, there's a good chance the refrigerant is running low. Think of refrigerant as the blood of your AC system. It's the chemical that absorbs heat from inside your car and releases it outside. Without enough of it, your AC simply can't do its job. Here's the surprising part, you don't need to lose much for performance to drop. If your refrigerant is just 10 to 15% low, cooling efficiency can fall by as much as 40%. That's huge. Your vents go from ice cold to lukewarm, and no amount of blasting the fan will fix it. The fix is easier than most people think. You can buy an AC recharge kit from most auto stores, and it comes with a pressure gauge so you can safely check if your system is low. If it is, topping it off to the correct level can instantly bring back that icy blast of cold air as if the car just rolled off the factory lot. Now, one quick warning. If your refrigerant keeps running low, it could mean there's a leak in the system, which needs a professional repair. But if it's just a little underfilled, recharging it is one of the fastest and most effective ways to revive a weak AC. So if you've tried the simple tricks like cleaning your filter and venting the heat, but your AC still feels tired, chances are the refrigerant is the missing link. Top it up, and you'll be amazed how quickly that chill comes back. Tip number 6. Never park in direct sunlight, if you can avoid it. This one sounds almost too obvious, but the difference it makes for your AC is massive. When your car sits directly under the blazing sun, the interior temperature can shoot past 140 degrees, sometimes even hotter if you've got a dark-colored car. That means every surface inside your seats, dashboard, steering wheel is radiating heat like a furnace. And guess what? Your AC now has to fight all of that just to make the car breathable. But here's the cool part. Parking smarter can take a huge load off your AC. If you park in the shade, or better yet, use a reflective windshield sunshade, you can drop that cabin temperature by 20 to 40 degrees before you even start the car. That's according to tests done by Consumer Reports. Think about it. Would you rather start cooling a car that's 140 degrees or one that's already sitting at 100? The difference is night and day. Your AC doesn't have to work nearly as hard, which means faster cooling, less strain on the system, and way more comfort for you. And if shade isn't available, simple tricks help, like cracking your windows slightly or investing in quality window tints. Even small steps can stop your car from turning into a rolling oven. Bottom line, the cooler your car is before you even turn the key, the quicker your AC can give you that icy breeze you're craving. Parking in the shade isn't just about comfort, it's about making your AC last longer and work better. Tip number 7. Lower your fan speed after the cabin has initially cooled. At first glance, it seems logical to keep your fan on full blast the entire time, right? More air equals more cooling, or so it seems. But here's the trick. After the cabin has already cooled down a bit, Running the fan on high can actually reduce the cold air's effectiveness. Why? Because slower airflow gives the air more time to absorb the cold from the evaporator coil, the part of your AC that actually chills the air. By switching your fan to medium or low after those first few minutes, the air coming out of your vents can feel 3 to 6 degrees colder. That's a noticeable difference, especially on scorching summer days. Think about it like sipping a cold drink. If you gulp it too fast, you don't really taste the chill. Sip slowly, and it stays icy longer. The same principle applies to your AC. The slower airflow lets the system work smarter, not harder. This tip also has a bonus. Reducing fan speed after initial cooling can save energy and reduce wear on your AC components, meaning your system stays efficient longer and avoids unnecessary strain. So here's the takeaway. Blast the fan only at first to kickstart cooling, then ease it back to let your AC work its magic more effectively and make that cold air feel even colder. Tip number 8. Clean your AC condenser. Most people never even think about this part, but the condenser plays a huge role in keeping your AC ice cold. It's usually located right in front of your radiator and is responsible for removing heat from the refrigerant before it gets back into your cabin. If it's clogged with dirt, leaves, bugs, or road debris, your AC can't cool properly, even if everything else in the system is working perfectly. Here's the effect. A dirty condenser reduces the efficiency of your AC and can make your vents blow warm air. But the fix is simple. Using a low-pressure water spray, gently rinse off the debris. Just be careful not to bend the delicate fins. A clean condenser can improve cooling efficiency by up to 25%, especially if you live in a dusty area or drive on dirt roads often. Think of it like a radiator for your AC. If the heat can't escape, the system struggles, and you end up with weak airflow. Clean it, and suddenly your AC feels powerful again, like it's fresh out of the factory. So if your AC used to work great, but now struggles even on mild days, this is one of the easiest and most overlooked fixes. A little maintenance goes a long way toward keeping your car cool and comfortable. Tip number 9. Regularly maintain your AC system. A lot of drivers treat their AC like a set-it-and-forget-it system. But just like your engine, it needs regular care to perform at its best. Over time, small issues can build up like a weak compressor clutch, a failing blower motor, mold in the evaporator, or low refrigerant, and all of these reduce cooling efficiency. Here's the thing, a yearly AC service can prevent these problems and even restore lost performance. Fixing something like a clogged expansion valve or a weak compressor can bring your AC back to 30–70% of its original cooling capacity. That's huge for just a little bit of preventive care. Think about it like going to the doctor for a checkup. Catching a small problem early is cheaper, easier, and less stressful than waiting for a major issue to develop. The same goes for your AC. With regular maintenance, you're not just keeping your car cold, you're also avoiding expensive repairs down the line. So if your AC is starting to feel weaker than it used to, don't ignore it. Schedule a checkup, replace worn parts, top off refrigerant, and clean key components. A little attention now means your AC will stay icy cold when you need it the most. Tip number 10. Consider professional window tints or UV protection film. Our last tip for you. This isn't just about style. Window tints are one of the most effective ways to keep your car cooler and make your AC's job much easier. High-quality tints can block up to 60% of the sun's heat, while also filtering out 99% of harmful UV rays. That's a dramatic reduction in how fast your cabin heats up during the day. Think about it. Without tints, your car's interior is absorbing heat like a blacktop road in the sun. Even if your AC is perfect, it's fighting against that constant solar load. With tints or UV film, you reduce the heat entering your cabin, which means your AC can cool the space faster and stay cooler for longer, even on long drives. Real-world tests show tinted cars stayed 15 to 25 degrees cooler when parked in the sun compared to untinted vehicles. That's not just more comfort, it's less strain on your AC, better efficiency, and longer system life. So if you're serious about keeping your car icy cold, window tints aren't just cosmetic, they're a smart long-term investment in comfort and performance. And there you have it, 10 powerful ways to turn your weak, struggling AC into a cold-blasting powerhouse. From replacing your cabin air filter and venting out trapped heat, to using recirculation mode correctly, lowering fan speeds, recharging refrigerant, cleaning the condenser, maintaining the system, and even investing in window tints. Each of these tips alone can make a difference, but together they transform your car's AC completely. Your car doesn't have to feel like a rolling oven anymore. With just a few minutes of maintenance and smart habits, you can enjoy icy cold air even on the hottest days and save money by avoiding unnecessary repairs. If even one of these tips helps your AC blow colder, smash that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more smart car hacks, maintenance tips, and ways to keep your ride comfortable, efficient, and problem-free. Drop a comment below if you've tried any of these tips or if you have your own AC hacks to share. We'd love to hear what works for you. Stay cool out there, and I'll see you in the next video.